What's going on, guys? It's Mike from FDT-TV here, and here is my preview for the upcoming fixture, Arsenal versus Leicester. Let's get into it. Right, guys, let's dive into it. This is my Arsenal versus Leicester preview for the upcoming game this weekend. I have been looking at some stats for Arsenal versus Leicester since the inception of the football leagues and our head-to-heads over Leicester. Whilst on the big picture have been relatively good, the recent form over the last few seasons hasn't been that much of a great reading, to be honest. So overall, we've got 67 wins over Leicester City. 45 draws and 32 losses. But since 2017, we have recorded 3 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw. Sorry, that's just in the Premier League. That doesn't count for League Cups, FA Cups or anything like that. Now, I'm going to say that this is potentially going to be a difficult game against us. Jamie Vardy does love to score a goal against us, as we know and have seen on so many occasions over the last few years. So our defence needs to do something in order to nullify him this weekend. I do think potentially Leicester will score, but I'll come on to that in a bit. So I'm just going to go through my first 11 for this weekend. So starting in goal, I'm going to go for Bernd Leno in goal. He's having a great season already so far with us. Hasn't really made any howlers. There was a couple of sketchy moments in his first game back against Fulham, but some of the goals that we have conceded, the 6 that we have conceded, haven't really been his fault. So moving on to defenders. I've had to go through a bit of a mixed bag here, just because we have picked up a couple more injuries to the squad, and obviously this is I'm recording this before the game against Rapid Vienna that we've got coming up in the Europa League. So this is obviously going to be depending on who plays in that game, who will be fit, if anyone comes away with any injuries, etc. So this is the defence that I've got. So I've got Hector Bellerin at right wing back, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles at the right back position, or right centre back position. I'm interested to see if that is the case going forward due to the injury or the hamstring injury for Rob Holding. Potentially we may see those two swap around in the actual game if that is indeed the lineup. But I do think Hector Bellerin is getting back to his old ways, granted with the game against Manchester City being the exception. But I do think that he, certainly against Sheffiled United, he showed that he is getting back to his old ways. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has definitely been a player that has been very adaptable when he has had to come into the team. And I think he'll be appreciative of first 10 minutes, and basically is our only choice that we've got in backup, unless you throw in the likes of Cedric. But I think he will actually play in the Rapid Vienna game. I'm going to go for David Luiz in the centre of the back 5. Again, brings a lot of experience to the team. Hasn't really put a foot wrong whilst under Mikel Arteta. Granted, there have been some occasions where he's either been thrown under a bus or has made a typical David Luiz challenge. But on the most part, he has been quite solid. As I said, he does bring a wealth of experience, and I think that could potentially be why the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes has fit so well into the team. Definitely one of the standout players for this season, and just been awarded the September Player of the Month. So well done on your first month in the Premier League and in England. I have gone for Kieran Tierney at left back, the Flying Scotsman. Again, didn't have the best game against Manchester City, but I do think that we will be back to business as usual in the defence. So that is my lineup for the back 5. Into the midfielder positions, I've gone for Thomas Partey and Dani Ceballos. The reason why I've gone for these two is I think Thomas Partey, he was brought in as that defensive midfielder, a Patrick Vieira type player. We got to see 8 minutes of him against Manchester City. Wasn't enough. I think he should have been brought on fairly sooner. Get that he's only had one session with the team, or had one session with the team, but we have spent all that money on that player. He's one that we need to use, and he can bolster up that defence. Again, pairing up with Dani Ceballos, he is, I think, going to be the more creative of the two midfielders. So I'll be able to push up more into the attack with the front three that I've got. And I'll be able to provide that pass, but also he does have it in his game where his work rate is phenomenal. Gets back for interceptions. He does his defensive duties. Jesus, that was hard. He does his defensive duties quite well as well. And I think those two will work really well together. Moving up into the attacking position. I've gone for our captain, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Alex Lacazette up top with Nicolas Pepe out on the right. We did see a bit of a change of formation. I personally think it was the wrong game to try and experiment with that formation. With Willian playing it in a false number 9 position. I didn't understand it. I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. I don't know why he was put into that position. Lacazette has already scored 3 goals already this season as our current top scorer. So I don't get why, when you have someone that's on that form, why he wasn't put into the team. I get there's a fixture congestion, we need to mix it up, but so far Willian has started pretty much all of our games. I think he will be pivotal in this game because he can hold the ball up quite well, and you have the two pacey wingers in Aubameyang and Pepe. We haven't seen the best of Aubameyang since the opening game of the season. I know he's come into a lot of criticism already from other people. I don't want to say I'm criticising him, but I'd like to see more from him, and I'm hoping that this is the game where he will start firing again. Nicolas Pepe, he's pacey, he's quick, he's skillful, and I think he will cause problems for the Leicester defence. One of the threats I do see is Jamie Vardy, as I've already mentioned. He does like to score goals against Arsenal, so we need to nullify him, but also be aware of other key Leicester players. I think Leicester will score. As I said, Jamie Vardy loves a goal against us, and it wouldn't surprise me if he does score again. But I have us down for a 3-1 win on this game, with Aubameyang getting back onto the score sheet. I think he needs to score in order to shut the critics up, and it wouldn't surprise me if he bags a brace with the likes of Lacazette possibly getting the other, but also seeing the introduction of possibly Saka or Willian in the second half. Again, if Pepe's running at them and Aubameyang are running at them, it may wear the defence down, and then we can see possibly some of Willian's creativity. But you've got the likes of your wing backs pushing forward as well. They can string a pass or fling a pass in, and also we have seen Dani Ceballos as well with some key passes through into key areas, which hopefully our strikers can get onto. So that is my predicted lineup for this weekend. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you would do differently. If you would do anything differently, tell me why you would do it differently. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is currently above me and also below me. Follow us on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Take care. Right, guys. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe. See you next time.